I woke up to silence. No footsteps, no laughter, no nervous chatter of parents fussing over details. Only one thing waited on my nightstand, a letter in my sister's handwriting. "We're gone. Paris was calling louder than your wedding bells. Don't embarrass yourself by expecting us back. I told Mom and Dad it wasn't worth attending a marriage doomed to mediocrity." Her cruelty wasn't sharp, it was surgical. I could almost see her smile as she wrote it. She wanted me small, abandoned, humiliated. She thought I would break. She thought wrong. I grew up in her shadow. She was the golden daughter, the one my parents paraded in front of relatives. And I, the quieter one, learned early that silence wasn't weakness. Silence was storage. Every insult, every dismissal, I stored it. Still, when she held my hand as children, I believed she loved me. That's what made it sting deeper. Betrayal only hurts when it comes from someone you once trusted. But I didn't crumble when I read that letter. I folded it neatly and placed it in my purse, like evidence. Because I had something she didn't know. When I met him, my groom, he wasn't a man of wealth, or so everyone assumed. He wore plain shirts, drove his own car, lived like anyone else. My sister sneered at him every chance she got. "He's average," she'd whisper to my mother. "She'll settle for less, as always." But she never looked closer. She never saw the subtle marks of upbringing, his posture, his education, the quiet confidence that doesn't come cheap. I did. And I knew the truth long before she tried to erase me with a plane ticket to Paris. His family didn't just have money. They had empires. Old wealth, the kind that doesn't scream, it whispers. The kind that could buy the city she fled to, brick by brick. She thought she left me with nothing. She actually cleared the stage for me. The ceremony began. Cameras, lights, whispers filling the air. Not just a wedding, broadcasted live. A family this powerful doesn't hide their celebrations. As I walked down the aisle, my hand steady in his, I knew somewhere in Paris my sister's arrogance was cracking. And then it came. My phone buzzing again and again, like a wasp desperate to sting. Her name flashing across the screen. 10 calls, 20, 30. She was watching. She had to be. Maybe in a hotel room with our parents beside her, realizing too late what they had traded me for. I didn't answer. Silence can scream louder than words. The calls didn't stop after the ceremony. They grew frantic. Texts poured in. "Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry. Pick up, please." I read every word, my lips curving into something that wasn't quite a smile. It was satisfaction. She thought she had orchestrated my downfall, but she only set the scene for her own irrelevance. And the best part? I didn't have to lift a single public finger. No shouting, no confrontation. I let the cameras, the opulence, the headlines do the work for me. My revenge wasn't a spectacle. It was an absence. Her absence. The world saw her missing. The world saw me radiant. And she saw both. Weeks passed before she returned. Paris hadn't been enough to drown her shame. She walked into our parents' house with forced cheer, but I noticed the crack in her voice. She asked to see me. I let her wait. When I finally stood before her, I said nothing at first. Silence again. The same silence I weaponized on my wedding day. Then I took her letter from my purse, the one she thought would shatter me. I placed it on the table between us. Her face drained. "Do you remember writing this?" I asked. Calm, even, deadly. She nodded. "I kept it," I said. "Not because it hurt me, but because one day I wanted you to see the exact moment you lost your power over me." Her eyes flicked away. She mumbled excuses, apologies, reaching for fragments of dignity. I let her speak. Let her twist. Let her bleed through words. Then I leaned closer. You didn't miss my wedding. You missed your chance to stand beside me. And that seat, it's gone forever. Revenge isn't loud. It doesn't need to be cruel. It just needs to be precise. I didn't ruin her life. I didn't expose her. I didn't drag her name through dirt. I simply lived, higher, brighter, untouchable. And every time she sees a photo of that day, every time she remembers the silence of her unanswered calls, she'll know I didn't need to destroy her. I just needed to leave her behind. Because sometimes the sharpest blade isn't rage, it's silence. And mine cut deeper than anything she imagined.